Hello, friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Tuesday, a little later than we usually do, but this is our new feature, Tuesday Tarot, where instead of the general readings like we do on Saturday or the themed readings that we do on Thursdays, Fridays, and Mondays, we do simply a general message from the universe. If you're a tarot student, this is a great way to learn how to do a reading with no context. And if you're a person who likes readings and who doesn't, it's a great time just to get a quick message from the universe. So before we get going, I want to say welcome, and thank you to JF1, who has become a member of this channel. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your participation here. You'll find a whole playlist of members-only videos. Make sure you enjoy them, and make sure you join us every month for our members-only live stream. We're doing it this month at the end of the month, and we'll do readings for the new year, so that will be fun. And I want to welcome everyone here and shout out all the members and the moderators. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Let's get going. Here comes Card Cam. Okay, so I'm working with Robin Wood today. Fun tarot deck, classic. And we'll take these in the order that I see them. And we're going to start with Starry Eyes. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. And let's see what the cards have to say to you. Justine, ooh, I like this deck. And it looks a little different here because of the green screen. But, you know, we're using green screen because we're in the holiday spirit. And Starry Eyes says Robin Wood was a very talented artist. Yes, indeed. Okay, here we go. Starry Eyes, what is your message from the universe? You know, I got a lot to say to you. And here's how I'm going to put it all together. I feel like at this point in your life, you have a pretty good sense of who you are, and to some extent, what you want in life as you go forward into your next chapters. And I feel like you're in a place of trying to make decisions about what you want, whether that's career, whether that is educational, whether that is friendship, family stuff, love relationship stuff. I think you're really trying to figure out what you want in your life. I feel at this time, Starry Eyes, the universe really supports that exploration. And the thing is, for whatever reason, I feel like you could be having a tendency of saying, yeah, I would want that, but no, I can't because. And I think you need to look at that. And you need to look at, is your I can't because valid? And if it is, I mean, I'd like to be a famous rock star, and I can't because I'm old and not that musically talented. Okay, fine. Sometimes, you know, the I can't has a reason. But sometimes it's a reason you made up. So look at what you want and the things you say, I want to, but I can't, and play with that and see if you really can't or if you really can. All right. And I want to say hello and thank you to Katie Kondo, who is a member of this channel, and we really appreciate that, and who has just helped out with a very generous super sticker, and we certainly appreciate that as well. Oh, and thanks for that feedback, Starry Eyes. Totally on point. Makes sense. And y'all who read cards, you saw that whole mess of cards I got. Did you see how I got that out of that? All right. Here we go. Okay, JF1. Next one I see in JF1. Thank you so much for becoming a member of this channel. We really appreciate you. All right, here we go for you. All right, JF1. Wow. Well, lots of major arcana cards here. And when you get a lot of major arcana cards, there's a sense that whatever you've got going on in your life, JF1, it is important to have a spiritual perspective. It is important to recognize that this time in your life has real meaning, has the opportunity for real change and real growth. May not be easy, but it's important. So we recognize the importance here. And we recognize too that there are ways that you might be feeling a little bit insecure. And so here's what you need to know today. Life is a journey. And you are on that journey. And sometimes it feels like you seem ill-equipped for that journey, or you don't know where that journey is taking you. And there may be ways that you are feeling lonely or unsure or at risk. Have faith in yourself and have faith in your journey. And don't be afraid to set goals for what you want, because one thing I know about you is you're smart. So use your good brain to get where you want to go. All right. Febborn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card or two or three or four for you. Febborn. Okay, this is simple. Simple. And JF1, thank you for that feedback. Glad that makes a lot of sense. Okay, Febborn. You have endured a lot in your life, and you've just been like, brush it off my shoulders, I'm fine. But there has been hurt there, and you're not one to be a victim. You are never a victim, right? But in your desire to not be a victim, I think sometimes you don't get real closure because you don't want to dig into the things that have been painful. In order to really free your heart from what has been painful in the past, there might need to be a deeper exploration in order to get a deeper level of closure than you've had before to things you don't even realize you need closure from. And then you're going to be able to move forward so beautifully. All right. Lit, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And thank you. We try. The cards and I try to be very encouraging. So let's see. Unless you're trying to do a stupid thing, in which case I will be very discouraging, right? Okay, Lit. Man, you've been through it. You have had some misfortune. You have had some things not go your way. And okay, that's life. That happens to all of us. But it's happened to you, I think, fairly recently, and you're still kind of getting back on your feet. Trust that process. Things are getting better, not worse. It takes a lot of hard work for you, for anybody. But you, at this time, in this situation, I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of hard work, and you're going to wonder if you're getting anywhere at all. Put closure to the past, heal from the past, be willing to do the hard work. And there may be a question here around career. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What about job? What do you have to do to find your balance? So it's healing from the past, finding your balance, working hard, and trusting that that's all going to take you somewhere. And I promise it will. Febborn, this calls for a private reading. Yep, you know, you got me in your text. Just reach out and we'll make that happen. Absolutely. All right, Martha Vink, so nice to see you. And I shot you a quick message this morning. Glad you're here. Message for you from Spirit today, Martha Vank. It is relationship stuff. It is. It's about the relationship stuff, where I think it's important for you not to so much get a sense of destiny around. It's not so much about getting a sense of destiny about should I be with this person or that person or any person. I wouldn't worry about that. I would think about what boundaries are necessary in a relationship. And when you think about a relationship and you think about, gee, is this workable in the future? And is this feeling like more trouble than it's worth? I'm going to say a couple things. Number one, there are moments when every relationship feels like more trouble than it's worth. And we have to just get through that. But at the end of the day, Martha, it's about self-esteem. It's about being strong enough to know that your needs and your partner's needs are of equal weight, and there has to be give and take. And that's hard for you because you will often put the other person in front of you, not just half the time like you should, but all the time. And then if you don't, and the person expects you to do that, that can be an issue too. So self-esteem, don't worry about that sense of destiny or what is to be or what is not to be. And recognize it's about proper boundaries and equal give and take. Hope that helps. All right. Mediha Ness, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a member. Hey. So here's the thing. Mediha. You have some great people around you. You have a great heritage, great family history, a lot of creativity, a lot of spirituality. You have not always had a lot of time to do that and use that the way you want to. And so you do it in the limited ways that you can, given the confines of your circumstances. And I think sometimes it makes you feel guilty that you can't clone yourself and be in all places at all times and do all things. But I promise you, you are doing all the things you need to do to honor your family commitments, to grow creatively and spiritually, to be there for the people you care about, and to be open to a future where there will be more time and space for the things that you enjoy. You're on the right path, Ness. You're doing all the things you need to do. All right. And everyone, thank you so much for the feedback, especially with the general readings. The feedback is really helpful because I just go with what I get, and I don't know, I act like I know, but I don't know. So thank you for the feedback. Do appreciate it. And the next up, Diana Price. You remembered. Yay. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is your general reading. Wow, that's perfect. Okay. So you are looking toward the future and looking toward your next journey, and your next journey could make you really happy. And that's good. And you've been on many journeys, and every journey has been helpful. You can look back at some and say, good Lord, what was I thinking? Or gee, that didn't work out the way I thought. But everything has taught you and has led you to where you are now. The journey you are beginning will be good. It will have its share of ups and downs because everything does. And that's the thing you have to think about is like, what is normal ups and downs? What is to be expected and what is untenable? And it's been hard for you, I think, for a lot of different reasons in life to try to figure that out sometimes. So as you start this new journey, be ready. Be ready for things to be good and be happy about it, but also recognize there'll be ups and downs, and that doesn't necessarily make it untenable. All right. And next up, and I was trying really hard not to overscroll, but I did. Give me a minute. And Katie, you've been a member for 9 months at the Suns level. We really appreciate that support. That's fabulous. Okay, next up is Betty. Betty Flesher, thank you so much for being a member. Thanks for being here. Let's see what we see for you, Betty. And Clumsy Clairvoyance has shared the link to get your tickets for StarCon. And she's right, time is ticking. You can join us in person or online, but definitely join us. If you love tarot, there's no place else you'd rather be. The weekend of January 20th through 22nd. Make sure you join us. All right, Betty. Betty, there's some conflict here. I feel like, the whole thing is figuring out, what do you have to do? What do you need to do? What do you want to do? Where do you put your energy? Where do you put your attention? And the universe wants you to stubbornly hang on to the things that are most important to you, no matter what. You can negotiate on certain things, but some things are non-negotiable. When it comes to your time, money, energy, some things are non-negotiable. Know what those things are and dedicate to them without question, without guilt. Oh, Ness, thank you for that. Good. These are exactly what you've been thinking and worrying about. All right. Glad that's helpful. Nalini, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for you. Nalini. Nalini, you really are moving forward. There have been a lot of ups and downs. Lots and lots and lots. And there have been for you a lot of times that you have blamed yourself or allowed others to blame you for things that are not really your fault. If you, Nalini, can release the weight of that blame and guilt, shame and guilt, shame and blame, bye-bye, bye-bye, release all of that, you will find that the way forward is a lot easier than you think, and you've done a lot already to move yourself toward that. Catherine Fan, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here is a message for you. Catherine, as regards your career, I feel like there's some things going well and some other things not going well. And you need to really think, like, you've got the opportunity to hang on to something and you have the opportunity to fight for something. Think about, in your career, what do you want to hang on to? What do you want to fight for? As we move into this new year, now is the time. Now is the time to figure that out and make that happen. There's real opportunity for growth and recognition here for you. Pamela's Insight, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Betty, today I'm struggling with exactly what you said. Time management, not wanting to do mundane chores. I just want to do tarot. Fair. I understand. All right. Pamela's Insight, thanks so much for being here and for being a moderator of this channel. We really appreciate you. Here you go. Pamela, you have been going through a huge epiphany, ongoing epiphany of healing. And it's a struggle. And some days you feel like you're forward and some days you feel like you're not. But overall, the net result is forward. Remember that even on tough days. Overall, the net result is forward. Adrija, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a message for you. Adrija, so I feel like you're working hard, but you're not feeling a lot of joy. Maybe not feeling a lot of joy in the work, maybe not feeling a lot of joy in the rest of your life, and that makes you feel stuck and not quite sure what to do. And the truth is, you may be stuck for a minute. You don't want to, what's the expression? You don't want to jump out of the frying pan and into the fire. You don't want to just, I need to shake things up so much that you shake it up in a bad way. But as we go toward a new year, look toward what it's going to take to bring into your life the things that you really want. That could be relationship. That could be more meaningful work. That could be more friends, more creativity. All of these things are possible for you. But it's going to take time. So you have to believe and be patient and be proactive. All right. Justine, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member and thanks for being a moderator. Here is a general reading for you. And Justine is on tech team for StarCon, so we're looking forward to that. We've been testing all of the machinery because we're building this whole new thing. I mean, the conference isn't new. It's still pretty new, third year. But the way we're doing tech is all new, and so we're building all of our protocols and testing, and oh my gosh, we're going to have a fun toy for you to play with. It's going to be so good. Correcting a lot of the problems we've had in the past 2 years, let's put it that way. All right, Justine, here's your general reading. Justine, for the sake of all that is holy, would you please trust yourself? And that doesn't mean you can trust every idea you have. That doesn't mean you can trust every single thing you want to do. But in a big, deeply spiritual way, trust your goodness, trust your kindness, trust your intuition. Be patient with your growth. You are growing every single day, as we all are, but I think you even are outpacing a lot of people. Be patient with that growth and recognize that your potential here is phenomenal. And it's almost like you're afraid to hope for too much or to believe too much. You always want to sell yourself short, even to yourself. Let's not do that. How about that? Okay, so Peggy Lou, you retracted a message. Peggy Lou, thanks for being here and thanks for being a member. But then you said thank you, so I'm just going to go ahead and do you, and we'll see what happens then. So Peggy Lou, here's a message for you. Peggy Lou, there are ways that you feel really stuck, and you are. And there are ways that you feel really stuck, and you aren't. Figure out the difference. That's what's important. Figure out the difference. And don't let anyone else tell you what the difference is. Okay. Okay, next up, we have Marion Newbury. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Any chance you might get on a plane and join us for StarCon? It would be nice to see you again, just saying. Anyway, one way or the other, here's your reading. Oh, and Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. All right, Marion, here is your message. Marion, financial planning for the future, job planning for the future, figuring out what you want the next 5, 10, 20 years of your life to look like, recognizing that you have the resources to make that happen. Recognize your power, recognize your intelligence, recognize your resources, and be willing to make the plans that suit you best. Okay, Sheila Selby, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You saw me shuffle. Sheila, there are new opportunities here. Virtual StarCon for Marion. Good enough. We'll see you there. That's fabulous. Okay. All right. Sheila. Sheila, you need to be on the lookout for new opportunities, whether that's new money, new career, new creativity, new relationship, whatever you need in your life. The opportunities are there. The opportunities will be there. And sometimes you don't look for them because you don't believe they're going to be there, but they're there and they're coming quickly. So look for new opportunities quickly. All right, my good friend Katie Kondo, thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. And thank you so much for the generous super sticker. Let's take a look and see what we've got for you, Katie. Okay, here we go, Katie. Yeah. There, much better. All right. Katie. Look at you. There are opportunities for you as well on a really big level. And I realize that so often in your life, you've had to think small, that opportunities for you are limited by issues of your physicality, and that's true. But there are big opportunities coming. And that could be spiritual and internal, but it can also be external. It can involve changing where you live. It can involve whole new possibilities for you. The opportunities are there for you. Now, meanwhile, there are ways in which you are not necessarily feeling well. And so you have to do what you have to do to nurture yourself of body, mind, and spirit. But know that you have not yet seen the world and the world has not yet seen you. But it's coming. Oh, Peggy Lou, there's your request for the message. Well, already did you. All right. Quinn, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here we go. Okay. Here we go, Quinn. Woo! All right, here's the message. The past is the past. It is time to be reborn on a whole new energetic level, into the high vibration of unconditional love, into the possibility for all kinds of loving relationships, into joy and friendship and fun. The healing has been happening for a long time, and that's on a lot of different levels recently, body, mind, spirit, everything. And from that healing, there is a time of celebration and joy and love. Let the good times roll, baby. Horace Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thank you. You're welcome. Horace Van Dunn says, thank you for adding this to your sessions. Yeah, I was happy to add another day. I just had to think about how I wanted it to be. And apparently this is how I want it to be. So it's working for me. I hope it's working for you. Here is your message for today, Horace Van Dunn. So what you got to do, Horace Van Dunn, is have 1 foot in the metaphysical world and 1 foot in the mundane world. You got to do both. And, you know, I feel like there's times when everything is okay in the metaphysical world and it's not in the mundane world, and how you sort of have to work through that. And you are allowed to have sadness. You are allowed to have a time to process. And you are processing some difficult things, not just recent losses, but difficult things over a period of time. Allow that processing to happen. So allow yourself to be a little bifurcated in terms of the spiritual and the mundane. Allow yourself time to heal, and allow yourself to know that you're healing not just from recent stuff, but from a long mess of stuff. But that in that space of the mundane and the spiritual that you're able to occupy pretty seamlessly, you find healing for yourself and for others. All right. Jenny is next. All right, Jenny. Here is a message for you. Oh, look at that. Jenny, I wonder if you're having some issues with relationships, whether this is friend, family, romance. I feel like there's something that is upsetting you. It may be something someone has said and done or neglected to say or do. It may be a combination that isn't working well. You're going to have to focus on what's upsetting you and look at what is possible versus what you wish would be. Because you cannot hold yourself responsible for someone else's emotional healing. Leslie Jones, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a message from the universe for you. Leslie, whether you know it or not, you are moving forward, you are healing, things are getting better. There are times you see it, there are times you don't. But you are on the right path to healing. And healing is what you need. And it's like you're climbing this big mountain and you don't know what's on the other side of the mountain and you can't see it. But you just have to keep going for it, hoping that it will be better. And it will be. We may not be able to see what it is, but on the other side of this mountain is something better for you. Oh, Horse Fan Dunn, I'm glad that made sense. Good. Thanks for the feedback. All right. Lydia, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a general message for you. Let's see what we got here. All right, here we go. Lydia. Here is your general message. Lydia, you are not who you used to be. You have learned from the past. The core of yourself is the same, but there's a lot that has changed. Know the ways in which you have grown and honor that growth. Honor that growth. Every day you become a more authentic, stronger, wiser version of yourself. See it like I see it and show it to the world. Oh, Justine, thank you for that feedback. Oh, good. Okay. Morgana, thanks for being here. Here is a reading for you. All right, Morgana. Morgana, this is an incredibly hopeful message for you. You've been going through some stuff that is perhaps difficult. Look to the future with hope. Use logic more than you use emotion to figure things out. Recognize and honor your creativity and be patient with yourself and others. Did you get all that? It's a checklist. Be hopeful, be logical, look to the future, keep yourself balanced, be creative, and be patient. There you go. Von Ray, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a reading for you. Von Ray. Von Ray, you exist in a couple of different worlds, don't you? You know, there's you as a writer, and there's you in your job, and there's you with friends, and there's you with family, and, you know, all these different things. And in none of the worlds that you exist in have you found what you really want. And that bugs you because it makes you think you're not going to find what you really want anywhere. But you will, but you will, but you will. And I know I've been saying that for a long time. And I know that it's hard to hang in there and believe, but you must, you must, you must, you must. The minute the cards say something different, I'll tell you, you know me. You know I'm honest. But in my honest feeling, I know that it's not easy, and it hasn't been easy. And maybe it'll never get easy, but it will get better. All right. Arlette, so nice to see you. Love to you as well. One for you and one for Chris. You got it. All right, Arlette, here we go. Arlette, there is so much on your mind. Oh my gosh. You know what I call these two cards? The evil twin sisters of depression and anxiety. Are you in that? I mean, I'm not a doctor. I can't make a diagnosis, but there's something there. And feeling, oh gosh, feeling the loss and the lack and not having what you need, not having the resources that you need. And all of that is really hard and you don't know what to do with it. But you know, one of my favorite expressions is, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. No matter what you have to conquer, it's one little step at a time. One little bit at a time. And you will get there and you will conquer every single thing you need to conquer. I promise you. All right. Chris, here we go. Chris, you know, you are skilled and you are talented and you are capable and, you know, your integrity is good. I mean, you've got what you need in a lot of ways. And yet, I think you often feel like it's never enough, that what you can do and what you have to give and what you can produce is never enough to get what you want and get where you want to go. And it feels so frustrating. But hang in there. And so my message to both of you is the same. It came up in different ways in different cards, but the message to both of you is the same. Hang in there. You will win at what you're doing and you will get what you need and it will be good. All right. Ben, Libra does tarot. I feel like I haven't seen you in a million years. Thanks so much for being here. All right. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a moderator here. We really appreciate you. And thank you for the super sticker. Hang on a minute. Choo. I overscrolled. Yeah, here we go. I'm back. All right. I need to hire a moderator to read me the questions. Wouldn't that be cool? All right. Clumsy Clairvoyance. Here's your reading. You know, you have some really good ideas. You're very creative. You're very imaginative. You've got really good ideas and you have a lot of knowledge. And yet it feels like when you put all those things together and try to move those things forward to get where you want to go, it never feels like it goes where you want it to go. But don't stop. Keep tweaking, and you'll get exactly what you want. It will just take time and tweaking. Don't give up. Hey, Christy Curtin, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. So, on Tuesdays, what we do is a general reading, and you have mentioned the ancestors, so if they want to speak through this, they will. Let's see what the universe has to say to you. Here we go. And the answer is absolutely yes. So, it is so important for you to recognize that in your life, from your family and from your circumstances, you have not always had enough communication. You have not always received enough information, enough nurturance, enough security. You've not always received those things. And yet you have a heart that is as big as the whole outdoors, and that is a beautiful thing. Where did you get that? In many ways, from many generations of ancestors. And they hold that love for you, so you should certainly work with them. Okay. Teresa C., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator, and thanks for being a member. And here is a reading for you. Okay, here we go. Teresa C. Hey, Teresa C., you are on your way to building stability and wealth for yourself. You are on your ways. On your ways. Yeah, maybe. On your way, on your ways. You have done it all. You've done it your way. Cue Frank Sinatra. But you've done it and you're doing it. And you worry, even now you worry that you will not complete what you're trying to do and that it will not be worth it, but it will be. Keep going on your path. Aria Wilson, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Aria, there is so much going on in your life that you are just trying to make the best of, that you are not really enjoying, that you're not really feeling good about. But stay positive. Keep making the best of it. Do not let other people's unfair treatment of you define you or define what life on the planet is about. Speak with love, act with love, hold love in your heart. Don't let other people either in the macrocosm or the microcosm. Do not let how terrible people can be in your face or in general define who you are. You define who you are. And who you are is based on love. And that's a fact. All right. D9, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You're up next. Here we go. D9. And again, thank you everyone for the feedback. I really appreciate it. D9. All right. D9. I'm feeling really good about what I'm seeing here for you. And it involves the possibility of travel. It involves the possibility of connecting with like-minded people. It involves the possibility of more and more being able to authentically be the person you are. So whatever it's going to take to make all of those things happen is happening, and that is a beautiful journey for you. Cassandra, nice to see you. I've missed you, and Raquel as well. Thanks for being here. Thanks to you, Cassandra, and to Raquel, both for being members. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I appreciate both of you. I'm going to start with you, Cassandra. Here's a message for you. Cassandra, you are getting to the time, like your life has been work and family and work and family and work and family primarily. And it's getting to the time that you're now going to be able to expand a little bit and feel a little more like yourself, spend a little more time with friends. It feels like things are progressing the way they need to progress. And so your world is going to be opening up a little bit, and that will feel good. Now, Raquel. Okay, Raquel, here we go. Raquel, you know, you're in such an interesting position because there's so much that you're trying to do in terms of your own life and in terms of your family life and how all of that balances. And there's ways it's going really well and there's ways it's not. The big message for you, you need 3 things. Patience, good communication with the people around you, and to be clear about what is possible and what is not possible. Those 3 things. All right. Claire C., I want to say thank you very much to you. Thank you so much for being a member. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. Let's see what we got for you, Claire. Claire, I've been telling you this for a while, but I'm going to tell you again. It's all about your happiness and your well-being. What do you have to do for your physical well-being? What do you have to do for your emotional well-being? And how can you engage your creativity in all of that? There have been some things going on that were not to your liking. Look at, what can you control and what can't you control? Only focus on what you can control and recognize your primary goal right now is your own damn happiness. Jeannie Mnuchin, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. You've been feeling sick and worried. I know you've been in the COVID thing for a little while. I'm so sorry. Let's see what we see in the cards. Well, healing and connection. And both of these have to do with healing. You are healing. I think that, the way you've been feeling and how long it's been taking, I think you've been worried that you're never going to get back to being where you were. But you will. Give it time, and you will also find the connections with people that you need to get to where you need to be. I promise. All right. Hey, Jackie Masters. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Glad you're here. All right. Jackie Masters, we appreciate you. And let's see what we got for you. So, Jackie, there's been some conflict and disappointment and difficulty recently, but I think there could be a part of you that's like, yeah, man, these kind of things always happen to me. Or I remember from the past when this happened and this thing didn't go well. None of that. Keep your most positive message. Tell yourself your most positive messages. And not anything, when you say, well, I've learned that things don't work out well for me, or I've learned that these things are not possible for me. That may not be the case. So stay more positive than you feel. All right, baby cakes. So nice to see you. What do we have here? Giraffes, and are those llamas? Cool. And thank you, Cassandra, for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. All right, so let's see. And Justine, I am so psyched. I'm so psyched to meet you in person. So psyched to have you on our volunteer team for StarCon. Hallelujah. All right, so baby cakes. Here we go. Here is your general message. Let's see what we got for you. Baby cakes. Is there something you need to be learning? I don't know if that's like a life lesson thing or going to school, taking a class. I feel like this year it's really time to think about career direction. And if there's something different you want to be doing, some education that you would need for that, either formally or informally, it might be time to be thinking about that. One way or the other, the opportunity for career change in the new year seems to be here, whether you want it or not. All right. Jackie, I'll clean myself up. I love that. That's fabulous. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Kanchan Verma, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Really thankful for the last advice. Glad it helped. Let's see what we got for you now. Here we go. Okay, so it's all about people. It's all about the people around you. That can be friends, family, co-workers, love interests, all of that. Be grateful for the people around you. Communicate well with the people around you. Show up well for the people around you, but also have good boundaries with the people around you. Make sure you are treated appropriately by the people around you. And if you're not, get away from them. So appreciation for the good people around you. And if anyone steps out of line, get rid of them. I don't mean kill them. I just mean move away. Move away. All right. Ben, Libra does tarot. I feel like I haven't seen you in a million years. It is so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. And here is a message for you. Ben, I'm wondering about new job, new creativity. Look at all the advantage. Look at all the opportunity here for you. The ancestors are really with you. Creativity is really with you. Spirituality is really with you. And this is bringing you huge opportunity. Believe in it and believe in yourself, because what's in front of you is an awesome opportunity to move yourself forward. All right. Let's see. I appreciate the feedback from everyone. The next request I see is Elizabeth. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, Elizabeth, here we go. Elizabeth, be generous but not stupid. Help others but don't give away what you need for yourself. You are naturally a kind person. You are naturally a generous person. You naturally want to help people. And you are a person who is always learning and always growing, and that's a beautiful thing. But be judicious about how you use your time, money, and energy. It's worth helping others if it is. And if it's not, then don't. All right, Teresa. For best friend Danielle, certainly. Really big week on deck. Here we go. For Danielle. Danielle, know that you are loved. Know that you are healing. Know that you are approaching some things that are kind of unclear. You know, like you're not sure how to handle things. Trust your heart. Trust the people that help you. And trust your intuition. And you will get through it all. Okay, and Starry Eyes. For your aunt, certainly. All right. For your aunt. Well, I think it's really a time for healing. I think there's been some things going on, whether it's emotional, physical, financial. Some things have not been going the way you would want. And that's hard, but don't let that cause you too much anxiety. Be open to healing and look for the things that will be helpful, because there is help for you. And allow that help to be there, whether it's spiritual help, help that comes from within you, or help from others. All right. And thank you everyone for the feedback. I really do appreciate it. The next request I see is Sarah 88. All right. Sarah, let's see what we got going on for you. Ooh, cards just flying all over the place. Here we go. Sarah 88. Sarah, maybe some opportunity for travel. I wonder if you have your own business or have ever wanted to have your own business. I feel like there's a possibility there. You might also be spending time with some old friends, either in person or online, enjoying some people that you have not enjoyed in a long time. So old friends, travel, and possibility for doing something on your own, an independent business or something like that. So, see where all that takes you. Mix you here. Michelle, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Let's see what we got for you. Okay. Do not let people who don't understand you tell you what you should be doing. Even if it's done out of care and concern, if there is good advice there, take it. But if it's not, just forgive them for not understanding you. The more you understand yourself, the more you will figure your path out. That's the bottom line. You must understand yourself and you must forgive others for not understanding you. How about that? All right. So from my perspective, I have come to the end of questions. Again, I appreciate everyone's feedback. I don't always read it aloud, but I do read it and I do ponder it and appreciate it. I appreciate everyone being here. Special shout out to the people who have helped out with super chats, super stickers, with the members, the moderators, all of that. New subscribers, thank you so much. Remember to hit that bell. And it's last call for readings, y'all. I want to remind you that on Wednesday, that would be tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, it's Global Tarot Circle. The link's already up. Make sure you join us. We spend an hour together studying the cards, doing readings for one another. It goes by fast, but it's lots of fun. So make sure you join us and definitely get your tickets for StarCon. And remember, as we get into the holiday season, I work while you play. So don't hesitate to reach out for a private reading. I am happy to work with you. And remember, a gift certificate for a reading with me is a great gift. So Tasty One 2000. So what we're doing today, what we're doing today is general readings only, and I'll be happy to give you a general reading. So this may be our last reading for today for Tasty One 2000. Here we go. So here's the thing. I think you have a lot of aspirations and a lot of goals, and that's a great thing. And I think that you more and more are getting clear on who you are and what you want out of life, and that's a great thing. But I also think that there is a history for you where people have not always shown up for you the way they should. There is a history for you where people have not always given you what you need. And that has made it hard for you to believe in yourself as much as you should. So your message here today is your history does not determine your future. You determine your future. You have some great goals. Hang on to those goals. Go for your goals. Ask for what you need. You know, you've been taught to not ask for what you need. Ask for what you need, because the universe and many people around you will oblige you and will help you on your path. All right, my friends, I want to thank you all. Join us for Global Tarot Circle tomorrow. And if you haven't seen your tarot scopes for December yet, they're right there on the front of this page. Make sure you get them. I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Take good care.